Hey everyone, M1 Shadow here. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about things that can help extend the life of your rifle barrel. Now when it comes to something like that, there's a lot of factors in it, like, as far as the caliber bullet you're shooting, how fast that bullet's traveling, the quality of the rifle itself. These are definitely things, factors that maybe you can't control, but then there's other things that you can. I do want to say I am not a licensed gunsmith. I'm not even going to pretend to be one. But I do have a lot of years shooting experience, and I have rifles that I have shot many years, put many rounds through, and they fire just as accurately now as they did years ago. So hopefully these you find these tips useful, and hope you enjoy. So let's get started. So I guess the first thing we'll start off with is keeping up on your basic cleaning and maintenance. One thing I do is every time I go out for a day of shooting, whether I shoot 20 rounds or 40 rounds, as soon as I come home, I give the gun a good cleaning. Now I'm not saying I take it apart and clean all the internal parts, but I give the barrel a good cleaning, make sure I do the solvent, the oil, the brush, all that. That's very important. And also, the direction that you're pushing the rod is also very important too. I always come from the back and basically push that rod and the cleaning equipment towards the front, basically the same direction the bullet's going, because you don't want to damage the crown, because that could really do a lot. And I actually have a video on my method of cleaning a rifle barrel. I'll put a link to that in the description. Another thing is sticking with the factory recommendations as far as for ammo loads. If you're using factory ammunition, you typically don't have to worry about that, but there are some people that, if they do their own loading, they do their hand loading. If they put too much powder in and they want to push that bullet out as fast as they could, that certainly could affect the rifle barrel life as well. Also, for a precision rifle mainly, is you want to let your barrel cool between shots. I'll be honest with you, on hot summer days, I'll go sometimes 3 to 5 minutes in between shots. And that's also going to help your accuracy as well. If you try to keep shooting through a hot barrel, like maybe giving yourself maybe 10 seconds between shots, and you're trying to get tight grouping, it's not going to be as good as if you give your barrel time to cool down. So I would believe that would definitely affect the life of your barrel as well. This next one is one that will not go without controversy, and that is breaking in your rifle barrel. And I say without controversy because I've heard many people say, yes, you need to break in a rifle barrel, it's very important. And you'll also have people that say, oh, that's a load of crap, you don't have to do that. Me personally, I believe strongly in breaking in rifle barrels. I'm going to put a link in the description too of my method of breaking in a rifle barrel that works for me. But yeah, I feel that's very important to break in a rifle barrel. The first thing you do when you get a new rifle is clean it. And then in that video, I give my method of what works for me to break it in. Proper break-in, I'm definitely all for it. So those are the things that have always worked for me and always seem to keep my rifles functioning well. If any of you watching have other tips that you want to give, put them in the comments, because I'd love to hear them, and it's also good for the viewers watching because they could sometimes go in the comments and see other good tips. I'd really like to hear them. As always, I do want to thank you all for watching, and have a good one.